Hello and welcome to King's Kids Sunday School. I'm Abby and in a minute you're going to meet Luke. And we're really excited that you could join us online together for the first time. We're going to be doing some craft together and we're going to hear a story from the Bible. So over to Luke as he shares the story with us.
Hiya guys, I'm going to tell you a story, and this story is found in the Bible, in a book called Luke, and it's chapter 15, and it's called The Lost Sheep. And so Jesus tells the story because some people went up to him and they said, "Why are you hanging around and eating with these poor people, or these people who've done wrong things, sinners?" And Jesus replied with a story. And the story was about a shepherd who was counting his sheep. And he was counting his sheep, and he had about 100 sheep. And so he was just making sure. So he was just counting them all. So he was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. But when he got to 99, where was the 100th one? He couldn't see him anymore. And he tried counting again. He go 1, 2, 3, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. The 100th sheep was not there. Where could it have been? And some people might think, "Oh, you don't need that sheep. You've got 99 of them. You don't need another one. It's fine. You can just go home and go to sleep." But no, this shepherd really cared for his sheep. And he wasn't going to go home until he found that sheep. So he set off. And so he looked over to the hills. He wandered up the hill and he was on top. And he had a look. But no, he couldn't see any sheep. And so he went back down the hill. And then he wandered across the desert. And then he saw a big ditch. I wonder if the sheep fell into that ditch down there. So he had a look over. No, he was not there either. So he continued walking, and now he's gone into another field. And so he's looking there, and he sees a giant boulder. The sheep must have found some grass behind the boulder. So he walked over, and was it a sheep? No, that wasn't a sheep. And he quickly ran away. No, that wasn't a sheep. And then he was walking some more, and he might have sat down, had a bit of a drink, but he still carried on. And then he came to a river, and he looked across the river. What's that in there? Just behind that bush next to the river, he saw his sheep. He found his sheep, and so he went, "Hooray!" And he was really happy. And so he got his sheep, put them around his shoulders, because that's what they did, and he started wandering back across the desert, across the field, over the hill, and back to his house. And he was having a great time. He was so happy. He might have been singing, he might have been dancing all the way back. And he was really, really happy. And when he got back, he put his sheep safely away in his field. And so probably thinking, "Please don't go away again." And then he went to his friends and neighbours and family, and he said, "Let's have a party, let's celebrate having this sheep back home with us." And so that's what they did. They had a great time. And then Jesus finished the story like that, and then told them the reason of that story. And the reason of that story was that God loves us so much that he will search everywhere for us if we go away. So maybe we might do something wrong, or we might not think about God much, or do things which is not very nice, or which make God sad. But he is always there, ready, waiting for us and looking for us, ready to have his arms wide open to welcome us back when we want to rejoin with him. And he's always welcoming us to his family.
Thanks for that story, Luke. It was really great to hear about how the sheep was lost, but the shepherd came to find it again. We're now going to do a craft together about the lost sheep, and hopefully all of your parents know the different items that we need. So first, we need to take our green piece of paper that we have. Now I didn't have any green paper, so I've had to colour mine in, and it's okay if you have to do that too. So we're going to take the green piece of paper and we're going to roll it up like a toilet roll shape. And we need to get some tape and stick it together so we have a tube. And once you have your tube, you need to make it flat like a pancake. And now this is where you might need someone or an adult with you to help you out. So you need to take the tube and you need to cut like this, but only halfway along, to make different strands of what's going to be our grass. So now you should be able to open it up and you have your grass ready for when the sheep goes inside of it. And now comes the fun bit where we get to draw our sheep, so I hope you're good artists. So I'm just going to draw my sheep like a big fluffy cloud, but we need to make sure that it's not too big so that it fits inside of here. And we can give it a face. We want our sheep to be nice and smiley. So this is my sheep. I think your sheep is probably much better than mine is though. And now we need to cut out our sheep from the piece of paper. And you can get an adult to help you with this if you're going to find it hard. So once we've cut our sheep out, we're left with our little fluffy sheep, and now we need to take our pencil or our lollipop stick. And we need to sellotape again. If I can find it. And we need to stick our sheep to the pencil. So we have our sheep on our lollipop stick or pencil, and we have our grass. So now we need to open up our grass again and pop the sheep inside and hide it away. And then along the bottom of your grass we need to stick some more sellotape so that the end is closed off. So now we should be able to slide our sheep up and down, in and out of the grass. So just like the sheep was lost in the story, it's now been found. And this is fun to play with, and it reminds us how Jesus finds us when we are lost. And I hope that when you play with this and you look at this, we remember that Jesus finds us when we are lost and he loves us.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks, Abby. That looks amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed that too. So before we finish, I'm going to do a prayer. So feel free to join in if you'd like to. Yeah, Father, thank you for today. Thank you that we can be here together online. We just love the story about the lost sheep that Jesus told. And we just thank you that it outlines your amazing love for us. Amen. Yeah, so thank you guys for joining in. Me and Abby will see you next week for another King's Kids Sunday School. And yes, thanks for joining in. Bye.